come and observe. It's not a social media forum where anybody can just come and carry a phone and be listening to state matters. Because the president talked about affairs of the nation. To the best of our knowledge, Tinubu is not officially a member of the government of Nigeria. He's a grown adult. I think we made a comment here. There's no provision for office of the first son or office of the first daughter. Now, so these grown-up persons, what President Tinubu has just emphasized, is that they should go and find something meaningful to do. Being the son of a governor or the son of a president is not a profession. And it cannot be a vocation either.
Executive Council that was held on Monday, came out with a lot of reactions. As Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that was the sparking issue surrounding the FEC meeting on Monday, because Tinubu called out his son.
Undue access of people sneaking in and out of this council. Including, I saw the photograph of my son. So he's sitting behind the cubicle there. That is not acceptable.
Being in the midst of the ministers and some other officials that are supposed to be at the FEC meeting. And this is uncalled for. It's just like, in other parts of the world, in the civilized world, you can't see the children or even the family of the president, trying to intervene or maybe being part of decision-making, meetings, or trying to be part of what is going on, because they are not appointees of the government. Until they are being appointed by the government, you shouldn't be there. And this is what was trending. We brought a video about that. But then, I want you to watch this, because there is something that Ruben Abati said and Rufai said that I would like you to watch. This place is not a market square or social media for you to come and sit down and talk.
Said something right, he pointed it out, but it's a very sad indictment on the president himself. So is that how much a joke we have become as a nation, that his son makes it to Federal Executive Council meeting, sitting in cubicle? Is that how much we've come as a nation as a joke, that he even had to say it? So that means, Oji, if I become president tomorrow, I can pack my friends to come and sit in a Federal Executive Council meeting. I can say, come in. What kind of presidency are we running? What kind of country are we running? I'm happy he has put his foot on the ground as regards it, but it's also an indictment on all of us. If his son had a ministerial position, I've got no qualms. But president's son, Federal Executive Council meeting, and on the contrary, the shocking thing about Nigeria is, yes, a lot of people say, oh, yes, he's done it. He's said, he's spoken against his son and all. That's not the formative matter. The formative matter is that we have become so porous as a country that when matters of state affairs are discussed, family members are seated there. What country are we building?
Is it there? You see, it shows how our system has degenerated, that we continue to have our family members, our friends around, and that is the reason why we are not being productive as a nation. Because we take things that should be serious casual. We take things that we should take serious, and in terms of trying to bring raw development, into take those kind of things to market square, like Ruben Abati said.
The president has addressed the matter. The hallowed chambers of the Federal Executive Council is not a marketplace where people will just go there and, come and observe. It's not a social media forum where anybody can just come and carry a phone and be listening to state matters. Because the president talked about affairs of the nation. To the best of our knowledge, Tinubu is not officially a member of the government of Nigeria. He's a grown adult. I think we made a comment here. There's no provision for office of the first son or office of the first daughter. Now, so these grown-up persons, what President Tinubu has just emphasized, is that they should go and find something meaningful to do. Being the son of a governor or the son of a president is not a profession. It's not a job. And it cannot be a vocation either. So, and I hope Tinubu would take his cue from that. He will not, of course, he will not disobey the president of Nigeria, even if the president of Nigeria is his father. That's number one. Number two is that the president now listed the persons who are allowed to be in council. Now, that will include the special advisor on policy, the special advisor on information and strategy, and then also the principal secretary to the president, and also the private secretary to the president. Yes, these persons, you know, the president has the powers to say these are the people I want here. Yes. But I wanted to add that the president left out the DG of the Bureau for Public Procurement. Because one of the major items at the Federal Executive Council is that people will bring, you know, applications. They want contract awards. He is the man from BPP that the president can always check with and say, please, has this thing gone through due process? So that's important.
Until we change our wills, then Nigeria will not move forward. But let's come to think about this. What happened to the son or the daughters of our president and governors? Is it that they don't do anything at all with their life? Is it that they don't have a job? Okay, they just wait for their father to be, you know, in position, and then they create, you know, they begin to lobby them because it is their father that is in the hands of affair. So people come to lobby them and they make them cool money from there. Is that not the reason why the country is going down and down every day? Anyway, in as much as what Tinubu said is many people are applauding him, but it is wrong in the first place that this have to happen for him to even notice it. What happened to other, you know, what happened to the security people that are supposed to be in charge of that place to stop that from happening? So it means that anybody can actually barge into the FEC meeting, and that is where decisions, issues that, you know, that matters to these nations are being discussed economically, even sometimes security meetings and all of that. There was an allegation at a point in time that the first lady was, you know, in a security meeting, and they came to debate that she only escorted the president, of which after exchanging pleasantry with the chief of staffs and the rest, she took her leave. But must you come that close? You know, for that to happen in the past, now you see now the son has done his own. What do you think about this? Please react positively and share this video to reach a larger audience.
The third point, the president directed the secretary to the government of the federation, who of course prepares the minutes for the council meeting, to make sure that nobody walks into the chambers if they are not supposed to be there. Well, it's also a security job. The CSO, the chief security officer to the president, mans the door, or his boys man the door, you know, when a council meeting is expected to start. One, to make sure that if you are not expected there, you are not allowed in. If you come late, in fact, if you come late to council and the president is already seated, nobody will open the door for you. The security people will have to tell the CSO, who will go and take special permission from the president. So I think it's good that the president has put his foot down here, and all other persons should take the cue. It's not just for Tinubu, it's for you know, even the sons and daughters of governors.
No, they should
and friends of governors and friends of the president.
Yeah.
You know, they can't just be making themselves available when they should be doing something meaningful with their time as grown adults, except of